The scientists of today think deeply instead of clearly. One must be sane to think clearly, but one can think deeply and be quite insane. Be alone, that is the secret of invention. Be alone, that is when ideas are born. My brain is only a receiver. In the universe there is a core from which we obtain knowledge, strength, and inspiration. I have not penetrated into the secrets of this core, but I know that it exists. The present is theirs, the future, for which I really worked, is mine. If your hate could be turned into electricity, it would light up the whole world. I do not think there is any thrill that can go through the human heart like that felt by the inventor as he sees some creation of the brain unfolding to success. Such emotions make a man forget food, sleep, friends, love, everything. I do not think you can name many great inventions that have been made by married men. Our virtues and our failings are inseparable, like force and matter. When they separate, man is no more. One must be sane to think clearly, but one can think deeply and be quite insane. Let the future tell the truth, and evaluate each one according to his work and accomplishments. The present is theirs, the future, for which I have really worked, is mine. Life is and will ever remain an equation incapable of solution, but it contains certain known factors. All that was great in the past was ridiculed, condemned, combated, suppressed, only to emerge all the more powerfully, all the more triumphantly from the struggle. If you only knew the magnificence of the 3, 6, and 9, then you would have the key to the universe. What one man calls God, another calls the laws of physics. Invention is the most important product of man's creative brain. The ultimate purpose is the complete mastery of mind over the material world, the harnessing of human nature to human needs. We crave for new sensations, but soon become indifferent to them. The wonders of yesterday are today common occurrences. Today's scientists have substituted mathematics for experiments, and they wander off through equation after equation, and eventually build a structure which has no relation to reality. The gift of mental power comes from God, divine being, and if we concentrate our minds on that truth, we become in tune with this great power. My mother had taught me to seek all truth in the Bible. You may live to see man-made horrors beyond your comprehension. But instinct is something which transcends knowledge. We have, undoubtedly, certain finer fibers that enable us to perceive truths when logical deduction, or any other willful effort of the brain, is futile. The individual is ephemeral, races and nations come and pass away, but man remains. Most persons are so absorbed in the contemplation of the outside world that they are wholly oblivious to what is passing on within themselves. It's not the love you make. It's the love you give. Every living being is an engine geared to the wheelwork of the universe. Though seemingly affected only by its immediate surroundings, the sphere of external influence extends to infinite distance. As I review the events of my past life, I realize how subtle are the influences that shape our destinies. My method is different. I do not rush into actual work. When I get an idea, I start at once building it up in my imagination. I change the construction, make improvements, and operate the device entirely in my mind. If you want to find the secrets of the universe, think in terms of energy, frequency, and vibration. Most certainly, some planets are not inhabited, but others are, and among these there must exist life under all conditions and phases of development. So astounding are the facts in this connection that it would seem as though the Creator himself had electrically designed this planet. The progressive development of man is vitally dependent on invention. It is the most important product of his creative brain. When natural inclination develops into a passionate desire, one advances towards his goal in 7-league boots. Genius is its own passport and has always been ready to change habitats until the natural one is found. Science is but a perversion of itself unless it has as its ultimate goal the betterment of humanity. The idea of atomic energy is illusionary, but it has taken so powerful a hold on the minds that although I have preached against it for 25 years, there are still some who believe it to be realizable. Though free to think and act, we are held together, like the stars in the firmament, with ties inseparable. These ties cannot be seen, but we can feel them. I don't care that they stole my idea. I care that they don't have any of their own. Misunderstandings are always caused by the inability of appreciating one another's point of view. This again is due to the ignorance of those concerned, not so much in their own as in their mutual fields. I don't think there is a thrill that can go through the human heart like that felt by the inventor as he sees some creation of the brain unfolding to success. Such emotions make a man forget food, sleep, friends, love, everything. I am credited with being one of the hardest workers, and perhaps I am, if thought is the equivalent of labor, for I have devoted to it almost all of my waking hours. Soon became convinced I was right and undertook the task with all the fire and boundless confidence of youth. All of these years of my service towards mankind did not bring me nothing but assaults and humiliations. All these observations fascinate us and fill us with an intense desire to know more about the nature of these phenomena. My mother was an inventor of first order and would, I believe, have achieved great things had she not been so remote from modern life and its multifold opportunities.